Hello, this is Zahra. Mega goal number 3. Second secondary. Intro. Third conversation. Mega goal رقم 3. ثاني ثانوي. مقدمة 3. المحادثة. As usual, I'd like to start with the objectives. أحب أبدأ بالأهداف. We will have to, by the end of the lesson, we will be able to, listen to a conversation to answer the questions. نسمع إلى محادثة عشان نجاوب على الأسئلة. Second, role play a similar conversation. دائما إذا كان عندك محادثة, you have to act or role play a similar conversation. يسوي الواحد محاكاة إلى المحادثة اللي سمع لها. Number 3, we will have to ask for and give information, instructions and permission. لازم نتعلم كيف نطلب معلومات ونطلب توجيهات ونطلب الإذن. Number 4, we will make up sentences, obligation sentences, ability or prohibition. راح أوضح لكم هالنقطة بعدين كيف الواحد يكون جمل تشير إلى الالتزام أو المانع أو القدرة. Alright, let's move on. Right now we are gonna listen to a conversation. راح تستمعون إلى محادثة between first the librarian and هشام. بين هشام وأمين المكتبة أو المسؤول عن المكتبة. هشام is at a lending library اللي هي المكتبة where you can borrow books. المكتبة اللي تستعير منها كتب. هشام is gathering information in order to create a timeline for biological research over the last 60 years or so. قاعد يجمع معلومات علشان يسوي بحث عن البحوثات في الأحياء خلال 60 سنة اللي مضت. Okay, so now Hisham is at the library. Later on, Hisham will meet his friend, راح يلتقي بصديقه علي, and they will discuss Hisham's research, اللي هو بحث هشام. Get ready to listen and follow up with the recording. راح تستمعون إلى المقطع. Later on, we will discuss the conversation and we will answer some questions. راح نناقش المحادثة وبنجاوب عن بعض الأسئلة. Alright?
Page 4. 3. Conversation. Listen and practice reading the conversation in pairs. Then act it out.
Can I help you?
Could you please tell me where I can find biology books and research documents?
What exactly are you looking for?
It's about a science project, and I need to gather information in order to create a timeline for biological research over the last 60 years or so.
I see. That must be interesting. It can't be easy to collect all the information and choose the key items you need, but I'm sure you'll manage. Go to aisle 5 and look up the biology section. I'm sure you'll find what you need.
I hope so. Thanks for your help.
One more thing. The research documents are in the reference section. You have to sign and get a key. You can look up what you need and read documents in the reference section, but you mustn't take anything out.
Can I photocopy any pages?
You'll have to check with me first. You are not allowed to photocopy old manuscripts.
I understand. Thanks again.
I've noticed you have to use a whole pile of books. Are you doing research?
Yes, I'm trying to, but I'm not sure I can do it within the deadline. I'll need to spend days in the library reading and making notes.
Don't you worry. Of course you'll make it. It seems impossible at first, but you get used to it. Would searching online or using e-books help?
That would be awesome, but all the computers are taken.
No, not really. How about using this one? I'm just about to leave.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. I'll let the librarian know on my way out. You'd better move over right away before someone else takes it. Here, I'll help you move your things.
Thanks a lot. I owe you big time.
Not at all. I'm sure you'd do the same.
So, alright. Right now we have listened to a conversation between the librarian and Hisham. Let me explain to you first this part of the conversation, الجزء الأول من المحادثة. Then I'll explain to you the next part. So here Hisham is asking the librarian about biology books and research documents. يسأله عن كتب في الأحياء وبرضو عن مستندات أو بحوثات. Okay? So the librarian is asking Hisham what kind of books is he looking for, نوع الكتب, or what kind of books are you looking for. Okay, and Hisham tells the librarian يخبره أنه he wants to gather information in order, as I told you, to create a timeline for biology research. Okay, so the librarian is trying to be helpful, قاعد يحاول يساعده. Okay, and he's telling Hisham it cannot be easy. يعني طبعا الواحد يحاول يسوي بحث ما يكون جدا سهل لأنه لازم they have to collect the information and choose the correct references books, يعني الكتب اللي يرجع لها الكتب الصحيحة. Okay, the librarian is telling Hisham that there is something called the reference section. Okay, the reference section. طبعا ال reference section اللي هو المكان اللي ممكن تقرأ the reference section. Okay, here it is, the reference section. Okay, you can sign and get a key. You can look up what you need and read documents in the reference section, but you mustn't take anything out. ففي أقسام في المكتبة اللي هي مثل المراجع طبعا يقدر الواحد يقرأ بس you cannot take these books with you outside the library برا المكتبة. Hisham is asking if he can photo any pages. طبعا for copyright reserved عشان حقوق الطبع أحيانا محفوظة وفي عدة أمور. So the librarian is saying that he needs to check with him first. لازم يشيك معاه أول. خلاص. So you are not allowed to photocopy old manuscripts اللي هي المخطوطات القديمة. Old manuscripts. I understand, thanks. Okay. So Hisham is piled up or loaded, يعني إنه هو عنده أشياء كثيرة وقاعد يحاول يسوي ويشتغل. Okay. Then he ran into Ali أو التقى بعلي. Ali is an experienced and old student, عنده خبرة, and he is discussing with him his research. Okay. So Ali noticed that Hisham has a whole pile of books, يعني مجموعة من الكتب, and he's checking if he's doing a research إذا كان يسوي بحث. خلاص. Hisham is saying yes, I'm trying, but I'm not sure I can do it within the deadline. إيش معنى deadline؟ deadline لما الواحد يكون عنده موعد زمني لازم يسلم فيه الأشياء قبل موعدها أو قبل فيها الموعد, يعني يسمونه deadline. You have to meet the deadline. Okay. I'll need to spend days in the library reading and making notes. Okay. Don't worry, of course you will make it. It seems impossible at first, but then you get used to it. طبعا لما الواحد يكون عنده يعني شغل أو مثلا بحث شوي يكون صعب بالبداية بس بعدين يتعود عليه. With research online or using e-books help, ممكن الواحد يستخدم الكتب الإلكترونية أو البحث. Okay, that would be awesome, but all the computers are taking. طبعا لو تلاحظون it seems that Hisham is at a modern library. Okay, لأن أحيانا المكتبات ما يكون فيها كمبيوترز ولا يكون فيها photocopying, بس هذه في بعض المكتبات المتطورة, والحين معظم المكتبات المتطورة فيها كمبيوترز, photocopy machine, printer وهكذا. Okay. No, not really. How about using this one? I'm just about to leave. Are you sure? Absolutely. I'll let the librarian know on my way out. You'd better move over right away before someone else take it. Here, I'll help you move your things. Thanks a lot. I owe you big time. Not at all. I'm sure you do the same. Okay. So right now, طبعا علي did a favor to Hisham. أعطاه الكمبيوتر, سوى له خدمة, أعطاه الكمبيوتر حقه ويقدر يستخدمه. And by the end of the conversation, it seems that Hisham is very grateful to Ali and what he did, اللي سوى. Okay. So this is the conversation. Now, after you have listened to the conversation, I should have prepared the questions. مفروض إني جهزت أسئلة بس I didn't. Probably next time إن شاء الله المرة الجاية. We will skip this part and we will move to what is asked from you. You have to role play a conversation like the one above with a partner. Use the phrases from the books. استخدم بعض العبارات الموجودة عندكم في البوكس. أوكي. طبعا I'd like to share with you an expression that I really liked in the conversation. في مصطلح أو تعبير جدا حبيته في المحادثة وحبيت أشارككم إياه. I owe you big time. متى تقولون حق الشخص I owe you big time؟ يعني كأني أنا مدينة لك. أوكي. يعني I owe you one. خلاص إذا حد سوى لك خدمة you can say I owe you big time أو I owe you one. Okay, these are the expressions that were mentioned in the conversation. بعض التعبيرات اللي ذكرت في المحادثة. Could you please tell me where I can? Where the is go to aisle 5 and walk down aisle 3 and turn right. What exactly are you looking for? Information, data, the project. It is the project that I need. Asking also permission. Can I photocopy? Okay. Obligation, ability, prohibition. You have to need to sign in. Okay. طبعا I've read them randomly, but I'm gonna go all over them again. Okay. Asking for and giving information and instruction. لو لاحظتوا في المحادثة السابقة هشام has asked the librarian for information and instruction. طلب من بعض المعلومات وبعض التوجيهات. Okay. So لما الواحد يطلب بعض التوجيهات أو التوضيحات you can say could you please tell me where I can. Okay. Could you please tell me where I can. Okay. طبعا لو تلاحظون إن هنا دمجنا سؤالين مع بعض فلما نيجي السؤال الثاني where I can أبدأ ما أحط الفعل أحط subject قبل اللي هي الفاعل بعدين can لأنه ما يصلح يكون عندي سؤالين. Or you can say could you please tell me where the reference section is مثلا. خلاص. So could you please tell me. The next one طبعا when he replied go to aisle 5 الممر رقم 5 and walk down aisle 3 and turn right. طبعا يعني الواضح ان كثير من الاحيان ان الواحد يسأل عن المعلومات والانستراكشن لما تروح مكتبة او تروح اي مكان. What exactly are you looking for؟ اذا كنت مثلا تبي تساعد شخص مثلا. What exactly are you looking for؟ ما الذي تبحث عنه بالضبط؟ Asking for and giving information and instruction. I have an example for you here. مثال. Could you please tell me where I can find the bookstore? Could you please tell me where I can find the coffee shop? خلاص. Now we will move on to the next one which is asking for permission. طلب الإذن أو السماح. وطبعا لما تطلب الإذن أو السماح لازم يكون الواحد polite مهذب. فعادة أبدأ can or am I allowed to or is it all right if. okay. خصوصا في الكلاس روم تستخدمون هذه الكلمة هذه الأسئلة بشكل متكرر frequently. Asking for permission. مثال. Can I go to the washroom? طبعا الواشروم اللي هي دورة المياه وانتم بكرامة. طبعا ما أسميها bathroom أسميها washroom لأنها مش للاستحمام. So can I go to the washroom? Am I allowed to eat in class? Is it all right if I borrow my friend's book? So these are the type of questions when you ask for permission لما تطلب الإذن. Now the last one is obligation, ability and prohibition. الالتزام, القدرة أو المنع. طبعا from the picture you've heard frequently سمعته دائما بشكل متكرر. Smoking is prohibited يعني ممنوع. تدخين ممنوع. So when you express obligation or ability or prohibition you can say you have to. You need to. For example, you have to sign for this book. You mustn't take anything out. You mustn't touch anything. You are not allowed to. خلاص. طبعا بس أقول لكم على ملاحظة إن بعدها يجي الفعل في المصدر، بعد to يجي الفعل هنا في المصدر بدون أي إضافات. Let's take a look at these examples. You have to do your homework, of course. You mustn't eat in class, okay? You mustn't smoke here. You mustn't use your mobile in class. You are not allowed to copy your friend's answer. مو مسموح إنك تنسخ إجابات زميلك. And we have reached the end of the lesson. I hope you found it very useful and beneficial. Please don't forget to subscribe, share the video if you find it very useful, and also leave me a comment, and I'll see you next class. Have a good one.